So, here's that medal. I'm gonna check finishing times in a little bit, but I honestly felt like weird for that race. My stomach randomly lurched before I started, and I don't know why, because I ate all the stuff I normally do. I didn't like change anything up in my diet or whatever. So I'm not sure. I also got a good amount of sleep. The only thing I can think of was I did push myself a little bit the other day, like when I ran my 4 miles. But aside from that, I'm not sure why that happened. I feel like I did pretty well. Like my Fitbit was saying around 31 minutes, which if that's the case, like I beat my last time. But that was like 3.05, so maybe I even did better than I thought. So we'll see, but it was a nice course. I really appreciated running through Detroit and trying something new. So, alright, summary video is up next. Hello, my name is Lisa. I am Minnie Run Recovery. This is technically week 8/9. So it's been about 2 months of me officially training to get back to running a 5K, and as of this weekend, I was able to I ran the D. So that was all the running videos that I posted for that earlier. It was a really fun race. It happened to be on like one of the best days that we've had in Michigan, I would think since the beginning of this year primarily. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold, perfect weather. And this is the first race, honestly, I've been in a corral where I didn't feel like it was super bottlenecked. So I recommend if you ever want to try I Run the D to get yourself in the corral that you feel like you belong in. Because like I said, for me, it didn't take too long after racing. Like I felt like if I wanted to, I could PR, and it didn't feel super congested. So yeah, a lot more street, a lot more width in the streets compared to the Big House 5K that we had, and it wasn't really hilly. So if hills kind of deter you, I wouldn't be deterred by this race. Just like anything, be really diligent about the bumps in the streets and looking out for things. But aside from that, I had a really good time. I really liked that race, so I'm thinking about doing that one again, potentially next year. I think it's a really nice 5K. Yeah, that was pretty much what I did for races this week. It was my third run of the week out of 3. One of the days I was actually able to get to 4 miles, which was super exciting. I haven't done that in a really long time. So yeah, you'll see kind of my run recaps near the end of the video, but I'm going to talk to you about some other things that happened. So if you watched last week's video, you know right now I'm in the throes of dance recital season, so my food prep was very, very minimal and small. I created one recipe. It was a pasta with zucchini, asparagus, cherry tomatoes, and it was just really delicious. I had that a lot for my meals, and I actually think it helped me quite a bit with my running that I had this week. The noodles are rice-based. They're rumo, if you're interested in trying them. And they are gluten-free, dairy-free, so it worked out perfectly for me this week. So near the end of the week, I made my Brussels sprout recipe again with my onions and my turkey bacon, which was really good. It's just basically whatever I can do, I'll finish, and then if I have leftovers, I'll make salads and such with them, just because I'm trying to do as much as I can with dance recitals coming up. As far as cross training, I'm doing quite a bit of it. I use my breaks to go to the gym. I started upping my weights a little. I did legs, and my hamstrings still haven't really fully recovered, so I'm just kind of taking it slow and dropping a couple of weights, but just as a sign to me that I need to do legs more often. And I do have a recovery roller, so after I finish working out my legs, I'm going to take the time to roll out a little bit more. So yeah, I also am doing like gymnastics types of training for getting an aerial. So I'm still doing all the exercises for that, and that's going really well. I feel like I'm getting more mobility in my shoulders, which has always been a tough thing for me. And then I also am doing like the yoga and Pilates stuff whenever I have breaks in the office, whenever I get the chance. So I feel overall like this has officially been about 2 months or so of me doing all of my training. Like I feel a lot better. I feel like I'm breathing better than I used to. I still have memory fog issues, and I'm gonna see the doctor next week for an evaluation overall with my recovery. But yeah, I didn't imagine I would get as far as what I've gotten, and I'm going on my last few days of the Just Run at 5K training. So I'm gonna start progressing to 10K, which is really, really great, and I'm so excited for that. So yeah, like I just want to thank all of you again for being here on my journey. Again, I apologize for my videos being on the shorter side. It's just more or less like I'm just trying to get through recital and make sure that I still keep all of my training. So you'll probably see more when things aren't as hectic, probably around June or so, which is perfect timing because in July I officially start my dopey training plan. So yeah, my next move's the 10K training, and so I'm gonna see if I can find a race to do that, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can, in the meantime, post my 1 month, 2 month update, like what officially has happened, what has affected me over the last few weeks of doing all of this. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Whenever I see you at races, I always love saying hi and hearing your stories. Just been super helpful on really rough days. So have a great week, and I will see you all next week. Alrighty, we're on week 8/9. Not gonna lie, feeling a little bit burnt out with everything kind of going on right now. But I think the best thing for me, even though like I feel a little bit tired, is just moving in some way, shape, or form. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a run. I'm just gonna use my app because my Fitbit died on me a little earlier. So yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy it. Don't know how far I'm going, just gonna do a 30-40 minute run and enjoy the beautiful weather that we're having, you know, in Michigan. So a little bit harder than I expected, but Disney is gonna be plenty of those types of runs, so the sooner I get used to it, the better. But I'm just excited that this day is just so beautiful, and you know, I get an opportunity to run another day. Alright, I finished another run. Whoa. For some reason, my hamstrings are still really tight from my workout on Friday, even though it's Tuesday. So I definitely see rolling out in my future just to get that to tame up. But it caused a lot of problems as I was running because I just wasn't able to go as fast as normal. So yeah, I'm just, again, happy I finished. There were so many times I was just like, I could just slow down, I could just walk, but I did the whole thing and I finished it and I feel really good. I wore my Knox gear. I love my Knox gear. I just haven't been able to do any early morning or early evening runs, but I wanted to make sure I still wore it so that if I'm running, people don't, you know, run into me. I have the caution stuff on. So, but yeah, I feel really good that I finished it today. I feel really good that I made time for myself to do my training, and even though it was a harder run, I'm really glad that I persisted and I finished it. So I definitely need to do more outdoor runs. It is just not the same on the treadmill. Dealing with the elements, obviously the gym is humid and everything when you're running. It's pretty consistent temperature, but that's also the problem with the gym, with the consistent temperature. So I'm gonna try to do more outdoor runs from now on. But yeah, okay. Run 1 done and complete. Alright, heading to the gym. It's really beautiful outside today. Feels so good, and like the smells from like all the restaurants are like pulling in, so it's great. Speaking of food temptations, Everyone in my office is kind of leaving like little like snacks like cookies and brownies around, which I can't have, and I'm really proud to say that I'm not eating them. I've brought my own snacks to kind of keep me on the side, but I'm just going to go in for my run today. I have a run this weekend, a race. I ran deep, so I'm really excited. I'm almost done with my training plan, going to my 10K, and everything training-wise has been going really well. So I'll see you at the end.